Hey everyone, Ben here. Cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, there's been so much hype behind these assets recently, and we've even seen Bitcoin prices reach record highs. Now, I'm not going to get into the Bitcoin debate in this video. I did a previous video on that you guys can check out. After you watch that video, you should be able to make your own mind up whether you think Bitcoin is a good investment or just pure speculation. But in this video, I'm going to be discussing a technology of which there is no debate on, and that is blockchain, the underlying technology behind Bitcoin. Blockchain technology is set to transform our lives, and in this video, I'm going to reveal my top 5 blockchain stocks, including a few unique ways how you can play this blockchain trend. But before we dive into that, if you're new around here, why not consider joining the investing family by hitting that subscribe button and turning that notification bell on. If you wish to take things one step further, feel free to check that first link in the description below for the VIP membership group. There you can gain access to exactly which stocks I'm buying, which stocks I'm selling, in addition to my entire investment portfolio. But with that being said, let's dive in. So firstly, let's just level set. What is blockchain? So blockchain is a form of ledger technology, also known as distributed ledger technology, that keeps records in a decentralized manner. Instead of storing information, say payment transactions, only on a bank's internal servers, blockchain technology allows the creation of an unchangeable public ledger that's accessible to all users. Blockchain ledgers are a very secure means of storing data as they cannot be modified. They can also be used anonymously to protect people's privacy. Now, what's the difference between blockchain and cryptocurrency? Well, these are not the same thing. Blockchain is basically the technology, the underlying technology which powers cryptocurrency. You can think of cryptocurrencies like an electric car, and the blockchain like the electric motor which powers the electric car. Yes, that's one application of this electric motor, but there are so many more applications of blockchain. From digital IDs to rewards and loyalty programs, copyright protection, digital voting, real estate transfers, medical records, wills, and many, many more. So that's an extremely brief overview of the technology. So what about my top 5 stocks in this space? Well, kicking things off at stock number 1, this is a really interesting one. This is basically an indirect play on the blockchain space. So when there's a gold rush, why not just sell shovels? In this case, I'm talking about Nvidia, ticker symbol NVDA. So Nvidia is the market leader in computer graphics cards, and guess how Bitcoin is mined? With computer graphics cards and processing power from data centers. Now, during the last Bitcoin boom back in 2018, Nvidia saw a massive boost in their sales. For example, somebody here created a crypto mining farm with 78 GeForce RTX 3080 GPUs, and this likely rakes in over $154,000 per year. But that's not all. Nvidia also has a booming data center business. They're also working on artificial intelligence and even autonomous vehicles with a partnership with Mercedes. So diving into the numbers for Nvidia, we're here on Stockopedia. This is a stock research platform I personally use to analyze stocks. If you guys wish to check it out and see if it fits your investing style, I've got an exclusive 25% off discount link. I'll leave that in the description below. So quickly, we can see sales growth this quarter compared to the same quarter last year is up 56.8%. Now that is incredibly high. Generally, I say a growth stock is one which is growing at least 20% per year. 56% is incredibly fast.
Stocks only go up. Stocks only go up.
And then what about the balance sheet? Well, the balance sheet of Nvidia is an absolute fortress with a current ratio of 3.92. Now, a current ratio is your short-term assets compared to your short-term liabilities or debts. Generally, I look for a current ratio of at least 1.5 to 2. This is a 3.9. However, bear in mind the valuation of Nvidia is quite high. So the price of sales is nearly 23. So you're paying nearly 23 times the company's sales. And the price to earnings ratio is a massive 47. To put that into perspective, the average for the S&P 500 is around 25. I personally do have a position in Nvidia already. Right, so that's the first stock, and I know you guys are going to be saying, Ben, can we have a little bit more of a direct play on blockchain? Okay, so here's stock number 2, and this is CME Group, ticker symbol CME. So this is the world's largest futures and options exchange, offering derivative securities for stocks, indexes, foreign exchange, and more. This is the only exchange which creates a market for Bitcoin futures contracts. Also, when Bitcoin booms and there's a lot of exuberance and popularity behind this cryptocurrency, this company will benefit massively. So that is an interesting play, but personally, I did dive into the numbers for this company and the fundamentals are not good. But maybe you guys want to check out the technical charts and see if it's possible for a trade. Okay, on to stock number 3, and this one does have really strong fundamentals. So this is Overstock, ticker symbol on the NASDAQ OSTK. So Overstock is actually an e-commerce company. The company was founded back in 1999, originally as Deals.com. In 2018, the company introduced the T0, a security token trading platform, which allowed accredited investors to trade tokens through a broker-dealer Dinosaur Financial Group. So apart from this T0 token, the most interesting thing I can see about Overstock.com is they have developed Medici Ventures. So Medici Ventures is a subsidiary that invests into blockchain ventures spanning from finance to agriculture. In 2018, Medici Ventures acquired a $2.5 million stake in GrainChain, an agricultural blockchain company that tracks the distribution of harvest production. Now, Warren Buffett's always talking about investing into farmland, and this is basically like a blockchain play on investing into farmland.
You should understand what you buy. Now, if you buy a farm, you look at the farm and you say, I expect to get so many bushels per acre of corn or soybeans, and you figure out how much that'll be worth, and then you figure out what the price should be.
The company is also working with an interesting technology called Voters. So this is the first and only voting app available for consideration to election officials. So this is exploring additional technology for better voting access. So the CEO of the company, Johnson, believes that the technology protects against voter fraud and ensures the privacy of every voter. So this is really interesting, especially with all the political headlines. I can really imagine an app like this being part of many elections. Because to me personally, voting in an election is just so old-fashioned. You have to go to like a voting booth and you have to actually vote there. Or maybe you can do a postal vote. Why can't we vote on an application and just verify our identity? To me, it seems like a no-brainer. But that's not the only thing I like about Overstock. As you guys know, I'm about the numbers, I'm about the fundamentals of businesses. And Overstock has fantastic fundamentals. So it is quite a small cap company, just so you guys are aware. They have around $2 billion market cap. However, if we check out the growth rate from this quarter compared to the same quarter last year, we can see 110% growth on the revenue. Now that is incredibly fast. Diving into the balance sheet, we can see we've got a current ratio of 1.68, which does meet my requirements of over 1.5, so the balance sheet is fine. But what I really like is the valuation. So generally, if you see high growth, you tend to see a high valuation. In this case, not so. So the valuation here, on the sales anyway, we can see a price of sales of just 1.3. So you're only paying 1.3 times the company's sales. Yes, the price to earnings ratio is extremely high. I'm assuming this company isn't focusing on earnings right now. Perhaps they're focusing more on growth. So to me, Overstock is definitely one you guys should check out if you want a combination between e-commerce and blockchain. Okay, the next stock I'm going to go over is a true penny stock. So this company is called Northern Data. So these are on the FWB exchange with the ticker NB2. So this is in Europe. The market cap is around €500 million. This was previously known as Northern Bitcoin. Northern Data is a Bitcoin mining establishment that runs exclusively off hydropower. This company focuses on sustainable mining through the use of 100% green mining technology. So a lot of millennials do seem to be getting behind Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, and those same millennials are getting behind renewable energy technology, and this company is a play on both. So the company's data center is situated within a Norwegian mountain where a nearby fjord is used to help cool down its computers. So the company currently runs over 210 miners, and the company hit a milestone in 2018 when it built its own mining pool, further propelling and scaling its growth. Now, an interesting factor with this company is it recently announced a collaboration with Canaan, so ticker symbol CAN. That's also another interesting play in the blockchain space. So this is one of the leading blockchain technology companies in the world, and they will work together in areas of AI development, blockchain technology, and data center operations. So to me, these are two very interesting stocks to check out. So I did briefly check out the numbers for this company, and to be honest, they're not that great, but still maybe an interesting one to watch. Okay, on to stock number 5. Now, this is an ETF in the blockchain space. So this is Amplify Transformational Data Sharing ETF with the ticker BLOK, or Block. So after researching some of these blockchain companies, there's so many in this space. Many of those have really poor fundamentals, so it's quite difficult to find the exact stocks to invest into. So this ETF can have you covered. So 80% of the ETF's net assets are invested in companies that actively develop and utilize blockchain technology. Top holdings include MicroStrategy, ticker MSTR, Marathon Patent Group, ticker MARA. Now, the great thing with this fund is it actually returned investors over 100% this past year, which is incredible if we compare that to the S&P 500, which generally returns around 10%. And the fact that this ETF is investing into so many different blockchain companies, that does diversify the risk for you guys. Okay, so that's my top 5 blockchain stocks, some of them direct, some of those indirect plays on the blockchain space. Now, here's a couple of honorable mentions. The first is Square, ticker symbol SQ, led by the great Jack Dorsey, the disruptive fintech company, fantastic fintech company. Their Cash App has proved to be extremely popular, and Square actually purchased a heap load of Bitcoin just a few months back, which seems to have started this bull run. PayPal is also a very interesting company, and they also purchased a lot of Bitcoin and allowed users to actually use that to buy products and services. So there are a couple of honorable mentions. I'd love to know your thoughts. I'm sure many of you guys watching are real experts and you've done a lot of research into the blockchain space, into the cryptocurrency space. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on what are the best companies in this space. Now, don't just put a ticker symbol, guys. Put the reasons why. High growth, valuation. I'd love to know your thoughts, so please do comment those in the description below. And what do you guys think of blockchain technology? What do you think of cryptocurrency? And yeah, just be aware of all those scammers in the comments as well, telling people to send them Bitcoin via WhatsApp. I will never ask you to do that, guys. There's a fake account literally pretending to be me. If you guys want to actually talk to me directly, check out that first link in the description below for the VIP group, where you can access exactly which stocks I'm buying, which stocks I'm selling, my entire investment portfolio, and you can be part of an amazing investing family which is moving towards a successful point in their lives. But if you're new around here, feel free to just subscribe to the channel by hitting that subscribe button and turning that notification bell on. If you did find any value in this video at all, please give it a big thumbs up. That helps out tremendously with the channel. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a tremendous day and invest safe.